It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Ravens and the Bucs under the lights on Monday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And so good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. You know, partner, sometimes teams get off to slow starts, and that's the case for these teams we're going to see here. Both under 500. Not critical yet, but you can't wait too long to try to get this thing turned around.
And I know it sounds crazy, Mike, but here we are, and it's only October. There's a long way to go. But this feels like a really important game, and I think that was the sense that both coaches told us all week when we had a chance to meet with them. They said,
the perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here on Monday night. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year two, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. Deep for the Ravens, it's Deontay Hardy. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. It's 2nd down. In motion comes Walker. 2nd down, Jackson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get this up to the 44. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one intercepted. Crazy. And the Buccaneers will have great field position right around midfield.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rout. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Jalen McMillan, the one he was looking for there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll run with the 3rd-year man. It's Rachaad White. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Baker going to hand it to White. Can't fault the effort. He got him a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground,
and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the gun. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And he's into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Play action now. Jackson. He's going to run it. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Jackson looking to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 5. Jackson now. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now the first back taken in the 2022 draft, Breece Hall. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Levante David doing his work on defense. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Jackson. That's caught by Walker. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And the Ravens are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll run. It's Hall. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
2nd and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground, but what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense.
Powering forward. He's in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Ravens. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
That ties the game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. The open man is Reed. He's got it. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down. On the ground, it's White. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Michael Pierce there to meet him. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Baker. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's going to have a Buccaneers 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, But yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. Throwing is Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They send Evans in motion. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. Look at him move away from the tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. 2nd down and 3. Again, here's Hall, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Another run here with Hall. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers.
Holding offense.
That's on the center, Tyler Lindemann. On the run, here's Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 3rd and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and that'll set up 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster, Trey Palmer. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now, Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Baker to throw. That's caught. It's Evans. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They send Evans in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Irvin. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. And he will score. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Hall. He'll work forward for a couple. Chris Braswell there on the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On first down is Mayfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line.
Everyone notices the big play after the catch, Mike, right? That's the easy part, but don't take for granted or overlook how important ball placement is. Being able to hit your target in stride is the difference between a nice completion or a big chunk play like they had here. It allows them to turn into a runner faster, take advantage of that green grass, and big plays typically lead to points.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Tampa. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the option, here's Hall. He's got room to the 45. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field.
Holding.
And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 7. On the give, it's Hall. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. To throw is Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Second down throw from Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. In motion comes Walker. Jackson now on 2nd down. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night. And we get you across the state to Orlando. And check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, as our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Matthew Stafford leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Bo Nix leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Hardy now with the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. right side going to be taken in by Walker.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
It's first down, and it's Paul. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
On the zone read, it's Mitchell. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. A tough spot here. Third and long. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. A give, and this is Irving. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Irving. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. Here's Mayfield. Now the screen set up for Edmonds. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the Ravens' 20-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This one from 39 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
First down, Baltimore.
And the pistol. Jackson ready. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, you're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They'll run with Irving. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, Mayfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple, right? I mean, everyone wants to complicate offensive football and make it super technical. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he is putting in the work, dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, will take a timeout. Right back to Irving. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Another run here with Mitchell. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. 3rd and 6. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. He'll run. Oh! And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free.
Still 1st down.
They'll run here. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Jackson out of the pistol. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They motion the slot man left. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play. They'll stick to the ground. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's got it at about the 8. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Jackson looking to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Pistol formation with Jackson. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, K.J. Britt. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Brings up second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On second down, Baker. A throw right side. Going to be taken in by McMillan. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A chance to get him closer to that finish line. It is 3rd and 2. They go play action with Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Holding offense.
That's on the second rounder out of Washington, Roger Rosengarten. Jackson now on second down. And that one incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long for Jackson. A hit, and he has lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And you see the nice pickup here by Bucky Irving, and it's kind of one of those guys, Mike, that we use that phrase, he's quicker than he is fast. You know, you line him up in the 40-yard dash, and maybe he doesn't jump off the page at you, but he makes people miss in the hole. He's got great vision, great instincts with the ball. A lot of that you can't coach, and I'll tell you, they are really high on him in this Tampa Bay Bucs organization.
On second down, a run with Irving. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. Jalen McMillan. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Mayfield to the line. The Bucs will try for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Irving. And he's going to get into the end zone. For the moment, it's 2 points, but there is a flag down on the field. Now, a bit further back, they're still going to try for 2. In motion, Reed. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. Still going. And he'll be taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. He's in. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 2. They send Evans in motion. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
13 yards on the play. And a first down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. 3rd and long. So a win here for the Buccaneers. This was a game where both offenses were